What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be like a three-part video. And that's because I want to talk about the entire world of not only scams and getting ripped off and stealing your silver, but also silver confiscation, right? When you think of someone stealing your silver, you think about someone kicking in your door, or if you think you're getting scammed or ripped off, you think about on eBay. But what if it was the government that actually stole your silver? What if you were the one to rip off yourself? We're going to talk about all this, folks. Please make sure you like this video. Let's see. I'm going to throw something crazy out there. What if, let's see if this video can get 500 likes. Can this video get 500 likes? I don't know. It's up to you. And also make sure you leave a comment. I would love to hear your 2 cents on this. I really would, because this is a thick, and I mean, this is a very complex type of video, since there's so many angles and aspects to look at this. And I thought it was why it's a great topic to bring up, because no silver hasn't been confiscated from the government, but gold has, for many different reasons and instances throughout history across the world, not just in the United States. The most famous was, the Executive Order 6102 from FDR. Everyone has to turn in their gold, or you'll be paying a $10,000 fine or 10 years in prison, or both. But it's happened time and time again. And for the reasons they confiscated people's gold when it's in times of economic turmoil, or, because gold is basically what keeps a nation afloat. The silver reasoning of why they would confiscate our metals makes a lot more sense in today's time, especially looking at what we're trying to do, advancing in this new digital technological era with an extremely short supply of silver, but with a growing demand. You get what I'm saying? We don't have enough silver to make the Green New Deal happen. We don't have enough silver for every automobile company by the year 2030 to go electric. We don't have enough silver to make the world go round, and silver is used for everything. So, where is this silver going to come from? You really think Joe Biden is just going to come out and say, the Green New Deal has to be put at a halt? We don't have enough silver? No. They're going to get the silver from somewhere. Whether it's learning how to mine better out of the ground, but there's only so much silver in the Earth's crust. Whether it's space mining, which, yes, there's an asteroid headed towards Earth, approaching in the year 2026, but realistically, will we be able to mine that asteroid? Probably not. So, what's the other solution? Our silver. They've done it before. Why wouldn't they do it again? And now makes a lot more sense. We're talking about the Earth's health, global warming, pollution. That would be the narrative they play. We need silver for solar panels. Please turn your silver in, save the Earth. Something along those lines. You say it, you tell me I sound crazy, but it's happened time and time and time again. I actually made a video about a month ago, maybe a little longer, where I covered every single instance that a country has had their gold confiscated, right? And the video was probably 30 minutes long. I probably named 10, 15 different instances throughout time where they have confiscated the people's gold, sometimes forcefully. Most times they offer, some type of reward, whether it's buying it back at spot price. But regardless, it's not that crazy. And it actually makes the most sense realistically. We're not going to be able to mine an asteroid within 4 years. We don't have that technology. NASA is sending out a rover this year to check it out. The asteroid is called 16 Psyche. It's approaching 2026. It has like $500 quintillion worth of precious metals. But in 4 years, that's probably not possible. But anything's possible. I mean, with people like Elon Musk, and who knows? But The only other alternative is mining out of the ground. But we already know that silver is scarce, especially since silver is a byproduct of gold. They're digging up gold, lead, or zinc. If they find some silver, they'll take it, but they're not looking for it. Or the other, I guess, alternative or solution they could try to make work is recycling. Most silver is thrown away in land mills. Most gold is recycled, re-scrapped, reused because gold is profitable to do so. People are going to scrap their jewelry, their grandma's necklace. They're going, they're even going to scrap gold out of laptops. That makes sense because you can actually make a pretty penny doing so because gold is 80 times more valuable than silver. Nobody's scrapping a silver necklace. It's going to make them $2.50. Nobody's going to scrap silver out of a laptop or a cell phone to make a couple pennies. And plus, most silver is used for industrial purposes. Most gold is used for coins and bars and jewelry. So it makes sense how, if an ounce of gold is dug up out of the ground, that ounce is, stays in circulation for several decades, where that ounce of silver that just got dug up is going to be thrown away within 5-10 years. So you can also see why, yes, the gold to silver ratio coming out of the ground is 8-1, but it's actually much smaller when you think about the lifespan of silver compared to gold. And that's also even more scary when you apply that same principle to a silver shortage and a rapidly rising demand. Every automobile company by the year 2030 is going electric. So and by 2030 is when we are literally going to be running out of silver. Uh, and, and and by the way, before I keep going on, if you want to know why I say that, I did a video where they literally showed the below ground supply versus above ground supply versus demand by 2030. That is when they're saying that we won't have any more silver. But anyways, uh, so moving forwards, it wouldn't be that crazy to think if they did confiscate silver. Now, they're not going to kick in our front door, in my opinion, but they would put out some type of order saying it's illegal to hold silver. You can't buy it. You have to turn it into the government, and that's really not that crazy. Think about it. Why did the Hunt brothers invest into silver? Why did they corner the silver market? Because it was illegal to invest into and hold gold at the time. That was only 40 years ago. A lot of a lot of you in your lifetime, you couldn't buy gold. You couldn't hold gold. If you don't know about the history and you're not aware of this stuff, it's actually a lot more common. A lot of us just started stacking, so we think the markets and the rules and laws have always been this way. But if you look backwards a little bit, things have been crazy when it comes to precious metals, and that's because it's the only real wealth in the world. So, anyways, yeah, confiscation could be one of the alternative. I mean, it could be something that happens. My question to you is: would you turn in your silver, risk that prison time, like FDR signed? And by the way, $10,000 back then, holy crap, that's probably around $100,000+ today's time. So you got that angle. Now let's jump into another part that I wanted to bring up. When we talk about silver, I guess, security or making sure that you don't get ripped off. A lot of times I'm coming from the aspect of you ripping yourself off. There's not really a wrong way to buy because when you're buying silver, at least you're putting fake money into real money. But when you sell, that is when you can actually make a mistake. Precious metals, they're safe, very easy to invest in. But selling is the one time you can mess up. And how terrible would it feel to spend all of this time, all the hours in hundreds, if not thousands of YouTube videos you watch and so engaged and spend all this hard-earned money on silver to then mess up because you didn't or weren't prepared to sell? That would be the worst feeling. And it would almost be worse than you getting your silver stolen because it was you that messed up. Well, that happens to a lot of people. Most people won't even break even. Most people that invest into precious metals, I doubt even break even because one, they usually panic sell early on. There's very few silver stackers that stay, and two, they aren't, I guess, prepared, or they really haven't thought the tape through. They haven't played the tape through. And what I mean by that is before I even buy an ounce of silver, I'm thinking about how I can sell that coin. Before I even click buy on AppMex, I'm thinking, how am I going to be able to sell that coin? Will it be hard? Will it be easy? Is this coin worth the price? Where am I going to sell it, to my local coin shop or on eBay? Let's talk about eBay. If you're buying high premium, say, semi-numismatic silver, you're going to have to sell on eBay. You can't sell that silver to your local coin shop. He's going to offer you $1 or so over spot, just like your American Eagles. The same price. He's going to say silver is silver. He doesn't care how pretty the coin is. He's buying the 1 ounce of silver inside of it. And if an American Eagle has 1 ounce and a Maple Leaf has 1 ounce, or the rare coin has 1 ounce, he's going to pay whatever 1 ounce of silver costs. Even though you paid $45 for that coin, doesn't matter. That's your loss. He's buying whatever an ounce of silver costs at spot price. So you got to cut out the middleman and sell on eBay. But let's say you have 1,000 ounces of high premium silver. So you want to sell on eBay, right? Well, that's 3 to 4 pictures per listing. So that's 4,000 pictures you have to take from your phone, send to your email, drag to eBay. That's 1,000 different descriptions. That's a lot of different people that you're gonna have to talk to. There's competition on eBay. Might have to lower prices, build legitimacy, the PayPal fees, the eBay fees. Shipping, have to ship all that, pay for the shipping costs, run to your post office. So what I say is, since that sounds like a nightmare, and someone actually brought this up to me a couple years ago, they said, Silver Slayer, I'm trying to sell some of my stack on eBay, but man, it's a full-time job within itself. I really wish I would have thought this through. And it made sense. So what I recommend is start an eBay account right now, because when you're stacking, you're turning yourself into a business. You really are. You're turning yourself into a business. So what I recommend is make an eBay account right now. Even think of like a cool business name. Like mine would be like Silver Slayer Coins or something. I don't know. And sell like 1 ounce of silver every couple of months, or even every 6 months, or 1 month, or whatever. Just a little bit, just to build a reputation, build seller ratings. And then when it is time to sell in 5, 10, 15 years, you will have built a legitimate eBay site, and it will be a lot easier to sell all of your silver, because liquidity is key. Would you buy your silver off of an account that just was started 2 days ago that has no seller ratings? No, you wouldn't. And it would take forever to list all that silver at once. So if you slowly do it, you're going to save yourself a lot of sanity, build some reputation, and it's going to, it's definitely going to play in your favor. Also, you could just sell to your local coin shop if you're only buying standard bullion. Only thing is, nowadays, American Eagles have $10, $15 premiums that you can sell online, so I would consider that high premium silver. But that's a problem. Local coin shops still go by spot price. So local coin shops, this is a whole separate video, but they're in a sticky situation. So I would recommend not selling any silver to your local coin shop anymore. But you could flip the table, and since they go by spot price, you could buy silver from your local coin shop since they still go by spot price, instead of having to pay crazy high premiums from from AppMex. Your local coin shop's probably going to have more raw coins, more coins that are dinged up, but that's fine. Silver, silver, right? AppMex is going to have the brilliant uncirculated Eagles, which, depending on your customer, your potential customer, some people like untouched silver. Even if it's just, even if it's the most standard bullion where you can play with your hands, presentation looks nice. When you have a perfect coin never touched by human hands in that capsule, it looks nice. When you have a dinged up eagle, I'm sure the person, especially if prices are similar, is going to go after that brilliant uncirculated coin. Some people though would rather have the toned, dinged up coin. So it really is preference. You got to think about that stuff. You have to have diversity. Or do you have a diverse supply? It's going to be boring, and you're going to narrow down your customer base dramatically if you only have Eagles and Maple Leafs. Diversity is key. Think of a business. Would you go inside a store that only has one thing, or would you buy off someone? Let's say, and Atmix, for example, is the biggest because they have the most diverse supply of coins. Where some sites, all they have is a couple different, types of silver, and you usually don't buy from that place. You look right past, 'cause like, oh, they, this place, this site isn't, you know, isn't that legitimate. You got to think about that stuff. Most people don't. I would say 95% of people that don't watch my channel or anyone who's covered this, they're not thinking about that stuff. So you got that angle. Then you have to think about your places you're buying from. eBay, there's a lot of fake silver. I only recommend, and I would say 95% of all silver stackers buy from 5 places: Atmex, GM Bullion, Modern Coin Mart, SD Bullion, and Provident Metals. Almost all silver stackers buy from those 5 places. You can buy on eBay, but it's definitely riskier. And if you're a beginner, I don't recommend it at all. Don't recommend it at all. People are getting better at faking silver, and especially if you're looking at more expensive silver or bars, because you get a bigger bang for your buck, right? But easier to fake because you don't have to make some legal tender, some government-backed coin. Sunshine Mint bars, they have security codes, which is good. But also bars are more expensive, so people are more eager to fake a 10-ounce bar instead of a 1-ounce coin because they're getting 10 times the value. But personally, I still only buy from those 5 places, unless I'm buying an individual coin. Yes, you're gonna come into mistakes. You might get ripped off a couple times, but just learn from it. I got ripped off once, never made the mistake again. And another cool tool is if you're buying NGC slabs or PCGS, you can actually type in the serial number on their site, and it'll show you which coin is supposed to be in the slab. So if you are looking on eBay and you can see the serial number, or you can ask them if before you buy it, you'll be able to verify if that's the right coin or not. And also storage security. Are you using tarnish strips in your safe, silica gel packs, dehumidifiers, low moisture area? Are you wearing gloves? Capsules are important. Are you buying your silver raw just in a coin flip, or are you buying capsules from On Fire Guy? All these things are very important and will determine your success. But if you don't think about it, imagine someone who's never going to watch this video, that only buys silver and just holds it with no knowledge of coin capsules or where to buy from or thinking about selling. Do you think they're going to be that successful? No. That's why this type of content is so important. That's why I try to make this type of content as well. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I think that we covered a good amount of stuff, and I hope that I portrayed the message that I'm trying to get across. Let's see if this video can get 500 likes. Hopefully it can. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm making some crazy content, have some big announcements coming up, lots of different types of stuff. I promise you're not going to be disappointed. 2022 is going to be the year where this channel, or this brand at that, really, really takes things to another level. So anyways, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.